Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all on the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Come back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mind me, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our offend you.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave in the choke code.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in the. Hey, hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it with Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Brissett. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So now here come the Dolphins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
First foray into the red zone for Miami. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's a run with Balaj, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balaj, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. Bulldozes past him. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Balaj. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Dolphins. Set now on 2nd down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Brissett. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he gets it down to the 32. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, they try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Gone!
to throw now on first down. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh, boy, it's been good.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Gun. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. They're able to find Dorsett. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. So that'll back him up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney. Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's Edelman. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And out come the Dolphins now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run with Pumphrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Detroit!
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gun! Watching that, Barney! Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Spinning away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, Brissett. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. They're going to try and throw. It's complete to Grant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being... Dropped inside the 40. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle made by Derek Rivers.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
A second down throw for Brissett. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. A first down throw for Brissett. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
On 2nd down, Brissett again. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16.
Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Brissett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Here we go.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got 4 down. Here we go. What? 90.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Now Balaj. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey. Flex round! Flex round!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Over! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chambers. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw here. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney. Detroit!
Looking to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. Whoosh!
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it'll be Dolphin football. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Russell Wilson hovering around 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdown throws as well. One down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Two yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Brissett looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Brissett looking deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 39 that time. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
It's back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Brissett. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run here with Balazs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his long attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams